Hey, what's up you guys, it's Dorothy and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, comment down below what you want to see in the future, click that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on my post notifications. That way you guys get notified every single time I upload a video. In today's video, we're going to go into part 2 of chapter 43. I know I kind of left off like right before the chapter ended, which you guys are just now finding out, but I really had to go blow my nose and stuff, and I just made it into a part 2, so let's get right into this video. This video may contain sensitive topics and foul language. If you do not wish to continue, please click off of the video now. You have been warned. Hawkins right now weren't what she needed them to be. If she'd overlooked something that the autopsy would find, you do feel warm. You think it's a bug, she said, her voice as soft as her touch. And Pip was so glad to be alive to hear it again. Maybe something I ate. What did you eat? McDonald's, Pip said with a closed-mouthed smile. Her mom widened her eyes. And there you go, she glanced behind her at the door. I told Josh we'd go to Adventureland today, she said uncertainly. You guys should still go, Pip said. Please go. But you're not well, her mom said. I should stay and take care of you. Pip shook her head. Honestly, I haven't thrown up in a while now. I think it's over. I just want to get some sleep, really. I want you guys to go. She watched her mom's eyes flicker as she considered, and just think about how annoying Josh will be if you don't go. Her mom's smile tapped Pip under the chin, and Pip hoped she hadn't felt the way it had quivered. Can't argue with you there. You sure you'll be okay, though? Maybe I can get Robbie to come in and check on you? Mom, really, I'm okay. I'm just going to sleep, day sleeping, practicing for college. Okay, well, let me at least get you a glass of water. Her dad had come in as well, of course, after being told she wasn't well and not coming. Oh no, not my little pickle, he said, sitting beside her, making the entire bed sink. Pip almost rolling onto his lap because there was no strength left in her. You look terrible. Soldier down, she replied. Drink lots of water, he said. Plain food only, even though it pains me to say that. Plain toast, rice. Excuse me. Yeah, I know, Dad. Okay, Mom says you've lost your phone, and apparently you told me that last night, but I remember no such thing. I'll call the landline in a few hours to check you're still alive. He was about to walk out the door. Wait, Pip sat up, scrabbling against the comforter. He hesitated in the threshold. Love you, Dad, she said quietly because she couldn't remember the last time she said it, and she was still alive. A grin broke across his face. What do you want from me? He laughed. My wallet's in the other room. No, nothing, she said. I was just saying. Well, I'll just say it too then. Love you, Pickle. Pip waited until they left, the sound of the car peeling up the drive, cracking the curtains to watch as they drove away. Then, with the very last of her strength, she pushed herself up and stumbled across the room, feet dragging beneath her, picked up the 2 damp sneakers she hidden in the back in her backpack, and the 2 burner phones, 3 boxes left to check. She could do this, crawling toward the finish line. Then Robbie in her head telling her that she can make it. She slipped the back cover off the burner phone, pulled out the battery and the SIM card, snapped the small plastic card between her thumbs, though the middle of the chip, just as she'd done with Jason's, carried it downstairs into the garbage to her dad's toolkit. She placed the duct tape roll with another fucking duct tape under her breath. Then she picked up his drill, pressing the trigger, watched the head spin for a moment, twisting the particles of air. She drove it through the small Nokia phone that used to live in her drawer, right through the screen, shattering it, black plastic scattering around the new hole, and again to the phone that had belonged to the DT killer. 1 black garbage bag for the sneakers tied up tight, another for the SIM cards and the batteries, another for the small smashed-up burner phones. Pip grabbed her jacket hanging on the rack by the front door, slipped on her mom's shoes even though they didn't fit. It was still early. Hardly anyone was out and about town yet. Pip stumbled down the road with the garbage bags in one hand, holding the jacket tight around her with the other. She could see Miss Yardley up ahead walking their dog. Pip turned the other way. The moon was gone, the sun trapped behind the clouds, so Pip had to guide herself, but there was something wrong with her eyes, the world moving strangely around her, shuddering like it hadn't loaded completely. So tired, her body close to giving up on her, she couldn't really pick up her feet, only shuffle, Tripping on the edges of the sidewalk up on West Way, Pip picked a random house, number 13. On second thought, maybe it wasn't so random. To the garbage cans at the end of the drive, the one for general waste, Pip opened it and checked there was already garbage bags inside. She then pulled the top one out and wafted something rotten and placed the bag with the sneakers underneath, burying it into the other trash. To Monroe, the road where Howie Bowers had lived, Pip walked up to the house, though it could no longer be his house, and opened the garbage can, shoving the bag holding the SIM cards and batteries. The last bag, the Nokia 8210, and some other kind of Nokia with holes drilled through their middles. Pip put the last garbage can outside that nice house on Weevil Road, the one with the red tree in the front yard Pip liked. She smiled up at the tree as she checked off the final box in her head, the entire night of them done, now falling to pieces inside her mind. The garbage was collected on Tuesdays, but Pip knew that because every Monday evening her mom would call through the house, "Oh, Victor, you've forgotten to take the garbage cans out." In 2 days, the burner phones and those sneakers would find themselves on the way to a landfill, disappearing along with everything inside. She was free of them, and she was done. Pip returned home, tripping through the front door as her legs tried to give out underneath her. She was shaking now, shaking and shivering, and maybe this was just what bodies did in the aftermath of a night like that, destroyed by the adrenaline, and had to keep them going when they most needed it. But there was no more doing, no more going. Pip fell across her bed, too weak to even get her head to the pillows. Here would do. Here was comfortable and safe and still. The plan was over for now. On pause. There wasn't anything more Pip could do. In fact, she was supposed to do nothing, live life as though she had just gone out for junk food with her friends and then to bed, nothing else. Call Ravi from the landline later to tell him about her lost cell phone, so there was a record of that conversation because of course she hadn't seen him. Go replace the phone on Monday. Just live and wait. No Googling his name, no driving by his house just to see, no impatiently refreshing news sites. That's what a killer would do, and Pip couldn't be one of those. The news would come on its own time. Jason Bell found Dad, homicide. Until then, she just had to live. See if she remembered how to. Her eyes fell closed, breaths deepening in her hollowed-out chest. As a new darkness crept in, disappearing her, Pip finally slept. That is the end of chapter 43. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.